Between Teksüt Bandirma and Rasta Vechta. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Basketball Champions League as we go into game day 12 of 14 game days. Only 2 games after this one to go, and it's all to play for between these two teams, with Bandirma at 5 and 6 in 6th place and Rasta Vechta 6 and 5 in 4th. So at the moment they occupy the 4th spot of the 4 teams that will qualify for the round of 16 from this group. Just a reminder, if you're new to the Basketball Champions League, there's 32 teams in the regular season, made up of 4 regular season groups of 8 teams. Here's the games from Group B over the next 2 days. Bandirma here, and then Antwerp versus Amur Volčovec. Jerusalem take on Paolac Ortez, and San Pablo Burgos play Ike. That'll be a massive matchup. All these matchups are big, all have implications. Qualification will be confirmed for teams during this game day. Jerusalem will qualify if they win. Ike will qualify if they win and Bandirma and Amur Volčovec lose. So a massive game for both teams. Rasta Vechta's first outing in the Basketball Champions League. And these are the Group B standings. Jerusalem on top versus Ike, who've lost their last 2 games, having lost Howard St. Ruse, one of their sort of key two-way player. Burgos Vechta in 4th, Amur Volčovec 5th, Teksüt Bandirma 6th. Paolac Ortez and Telenet Giants Antwerp make up 7th and 8th. Only the top 4 teams qualify for the round of 16, which will be a 3-game knockout this season. The other 4 teams, their European journey will be over for the season. Rasta Vechta, who we'll look at now, Bandirma beat them in Germany 81-73. As we look at their players, Josh Young is absolutely key. Young Luke Blanc Sluten, the youngest player at an under-16 European tournament for the Germans when he played at 14. Philip Herkenhoff is a big young player for them as well. They're really giving youth a chance, just like Bandirma are. Travis Simpson's their leading points man. Garcia's rebounds. Vesturia 2nd in assists. Wainwright 2nd in rebounds. And there's the Bandirma roster. Jamie Smith, of course, with Sassari last year. Furkan Haltali, one of the young stars coming through. Last week's Team of the Week, Seamus Hazard. Massive game for them against Ike, who they beat in Greece last week. They're coming off a win. So are Rasta Vechta. They won their last game in the Basketball Champions League. And now Rasta Vechta are being introduced to the crowd. Travis Simpson, 13.9 points a game. Josh Young, 13.3 points a game. He needs to score 10+ points in order for Rasta Vechta to be successful. If he scores under 10, they have problems. And Herkenhoff has Shearer at 13.1 points a game. Josh Davis at 20 points a game. He's just joined this team from Manresa mid-season. So we have Bandirma. It's a wonderful place to play and visit here in Turkey on the peninsula. Some of the key players. Emmanuel Terry's right at the top of that. 10.8 points, 9.6 rebounds, 1.8 assists, over a block a game as well. Anna Steele Kalinowski came across from Antwerp. He's 29 minutes, 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, 4.5 assists. Ian Hummer, 9.2 points a game, 4.7 rebounds. Hazard, last week, 23 points against Ike. He's averaging 10.5 points a game, 2.3 rebounds, 1.6 assists. And Haltali, look out for him. 7 minutes a game, 2.1 points a game. He had some massive moments versus Ike last week. Jamie Smith, of course, 15.9 points a game. So some big players on show. and some great young players on show. So really looking forward to bringing you to this game. That's what the Basketball Champions League is all about, giving youth a chance, giving homegrown players a chance, along with the import players and the experienced players from the countries of, in this case, Turkey for Bandirma and Germany for Rasta Vechta. First season for them. This is Bandirma's fourth season. When they were Banvit in the inaugural Champions League, they lost in the final to Tenerife. They've also been quarter-finalists as well. So they know this championship well. Rasta Vechta are here for the first time. As we see Rasta Vechta turn up, just training. Their coach, Pedro Calles, was 2019 German Basketball League Coach of the Year. So they've really come a long way in a short space of time. Between 2012 and 2013, they were back and forward between the German Pro A and the Premier League in the German infrastructure there. They had a strong season last year in the German BBL. As we look at the rest for tonight, Ademir Zarapovic, Mikhail Krok and Martin Vilic from Bosnia-Herzegovina, Poland and Croatia. Top referee and crew who call the 3 minutes to go before tip. And we can sit back shortly and relax and enjoy this game, and what a spectacle it will prove to be. And there's the head coach, Pedro Calles. He's been with Rasta Vechta since 2014, head coach since 2018. And he was the German BBL Coach of the Year 2019. For last season, 18-19 season. The Rasta Vechta starting five. Max DeLeo, Simpson, Murphy, Vasturia and Kessens. Simpson, as I say, leading scorer. Young, second in scoring. Vasturia, third in scoring. Vasturia is third in rebounds as well, and second in assists. He's a real key player for them. And there is young Pedro Calles, 36 years old, Spanish, from Cordoba. Took his coaching qualifications there and came across to Germany, and what an impact he's made on this team. We've won the second tier of German basketball, and now, last season, finishing fourth in the German Basketball League, beating Bros Bamberg in the quarterfinals. Losing to Bayern in the semis is Teksüt Bandirma starting five: Smith, Hazer, Kalinowski, Terry and Hummer. Loads of experience, loads of Basketball Champions League experience, and same as Hazer at the age of 21 is playing a fantastic season. Team of the week last week for him, and here's Hakan Demir, 51-year-old Turkish coach with Bandirma since 2018. Started his coaching career with FS Pilsen, and he's been with Besiktas and Pinar Karşıyaka also. So much experience from him. A young coach opposite him. It's great to see young players, young coaches getting their chance at the Basketball Champions League experience. The fourth season of the Basketball Champions League. There is Samus Hazer. Can he go back-to-back as a young player and produce a huge performance tonight? They haven't won 2 games in a row. They're going back-to-back games for the first time. They lost their first 2 games of this season, and then they've won and lost alternatively each week of the Basketball Champions League. Basketball Champions League. It's involved 48 teams since the start of qualification, 2 qualification groups, of course, including many national champions out of the 46 European countries that have been invited. A maximum of 300 games are being played over the course of 8 months of this season. It's the 4th season of the Basketball Champions League, and tonight we're in Bandirma, in Turkey. It's Rasta Vechta of Germany who will be in the dark uniforms against Bandirma, Teksüt Bandirma, who are in the white. Bandirma get the first opportunity to score. Terry out to Smith, good pressure up high, but it goes inside. Extra pass, beautiful play by Bandirma. And Hummer with the recipients. Catch and finish, going left hand under the bucket. Strong pressure from Rasta Vechta up high, but it left them underneath with no defender right on the baseline there. Shots up from deep from Vechta, air ball. And Ian Hummer with the rebound for Bandirma, excuse me. Tyler Kalinowski. Hazar, quick ball movement. Hummer, still Hummer, left hand, gets blocked. He was determined to get something to happen inside. A nice screen away from the ball, but they don't get anything again, Rasta Vechta, and good defense by Bandirma. Smith, penetrate, kick, shots up, and it's good for 3. Tyler Kalinowski, beautiful catch and shoot, and the assist by Seamus Hazard right on cue. Rasta Vechta 5-0 down on the road. They're the team with the 1 game better record, 6-5 to Bandirma's 5-6. Again, just the air doesn't seem to be in the ball for Rasta Vechta with those 3s. Trying to get the journey from Germany across to Bandirma. Get the journey out of their legs, any lactic acid. Quick pass again from Hazar, he's so aware. Inside, extra pass. But this time, Max DeLeo was able to get across and knock it loose. Out of bounds by Bandirma. Hazar in motion. Kalinowski, fade away, just throws it up. And no good. Good pressure from Rasta Vechta again. They need to get on the scoreboard as quick as possible. Hand-off action, DeLeo. Back to the baseline, no good. Along the baseline for Rasta Vechta. And Kalinowski with the attempted pass. Vesturia comes off his leg there. Jamie Smith over the top. Hummer just couldn't quite get airborne, and the foul called on Trevor Simpson. Smith. Left hand dribble, still Smith. Penetrate, kick for 3 is no good for Hummer. But they get another chance. Terry steps through underneath. It's Terry time once again. Manuel Terry. And the steal. Hazar back at it again. Team of the week last week. Right back at it this week. Forcing the timeout from Rasta Vechta. He did this last week against Ike. He was so full of energy, exuberance, and excellent play. And there's another one. Timeout, Rasta Vechta. So the Bandirma supporters enjoying what they're seeing so far. Really fast start from them, and Rasta Vechta just can't get into this game. They've had a couple of good looks, but they haven't been able to execute. And they find themselves in a bit of trouble early on the road in Turkey. Full court pressure now as well from Bandirma, who are 9-0 up. Kalinowski, defense. Oh, nice step through, and finally, after much wait, Kamari Murphy. And the steal by Rasta Vechta off the back ball, but no good, and Hummer with the rebound. Smith. Terry. Hummer this time goes left hand jump hook, can't get it to go, but he's straight after his rebound. No good. Terry gets the offensive rebound. All the way into the corner, Hazar. Asking for the screen, but back cut, and beautiful play. Kalinowski with the finish. And the three is nailed from the corner. Travis Simpson. So Rasta Vechta after the timeout get into some sort of scoring rhythm. Kalinowski from deep is good. Kalinowski, former Antwerp player from last year, went to the Final Four. Got third place after beating Bros Bamberg. Antwerp losing Kalinowski and their coach. Struggling this season. Nice pass inside, no good. Big rebound, Terry. But it's deflected pass, turnover. Travis Simpson, guarded by Hazar. Hand off and screen. Back outside to Herkenhoff. We know he can make that shot. And pass ahead, Terry is good. Manuel Terry. He's up to 4 points, 100% from the field. Shots up deep, two is good. Vasturia, that's his first 2 points. And another steal, good play by Rasta Vechta. Good last tough shot for Rasta Vechta, and Terry with the rebound. Jamie Smith. Josh Young with the miss there. They need him to have a big game. As we said in the pre-game, at least 10 points he needs to be scoring. And they'll be, on the whole, they're being successful. Shots up, just off, wide open three there for Kalinowski. The defense, step back, three, just off. Josh Young, step back and foul called on Seamus Hazard. Substitutions, Pruitt in. Josh Young, 31-year-old American. Second spell with Rasta Vechta. 2015-16 season and back in 2017 till now. He's been playing solely in Germany since 2010. Drake University alumni. (16-10) to Bandirma. Hand off by Hummer. Kalinowski. Good ball movement, good player movement. Terry, wide open shot, no good. Ball's loose, good defense, picked up Kalinowski. Ball thrown away, almost, good retrieval. Extra pass inside, Terry. Having to take a tough contested shot inside. Shots up, just short. Big attack by Kalinowski. Foul on Herkenhoff. Kalinowski go to the line for 2 shots. .12 points and 7 assists, 3 rebounds last week against Ike in the massive win. Can they go back-to-back wins for the first time this season? Justin Raffington in the game. There's Josh Young. Jamie Smith knocks down the free throw as well for Bandirma. Nice pass and the throwdown by Raffington. Ball's loose again, but they get the ball back to Bandirma. Smith, nice screen from Terry into the corner. It's Alper and Sengun, another one of these top young players for all the way through. Ball's not loose. And good defence again. Smith couldn't get all the way to the hoop for the score there. Just lost control of the ball. 18-12 Bandirma. Rasta Vechta have got themselves back into this backdoor cut. Another whistle. Just a bit of dribble at action there. Josh Young cutting baseline. Luke Van Slooten in the game. Spoke about him pre-game, one of the top German junior internationals. Offensive foul by the look of it. He's played the handoff and then stayed where he was. Smith, guarded by Young. There's a good matchup right there. And a turn, no good for Pruitt, but offensive rebound. Terry, always so active, Emmanuel Terry. Here comes Furkan Hatali. Spoke about him pre-game as well. Sengun is 17 years old. Eight-point lead for Bandirma. 20 seconds remains. 5-second differential between the game and shot clock here. Hope you're enjoying the action. Basketball Champions League, game day 12 of 14 regular season game days. Bounce pass into the key. They were able to stop the pass getting to Raffington, but so there was a baseline inbounds. And a nice play, just a little away screen and a cut to the basket. And the ball's in the basket. Is it going to count? Great heads up by Bandirma. Red Van Onsel. Let's have a look. He certainly makes the shot. At the end of the first quarter, it's Teksüt Bandirma 20, Rasta Vechta 14. Just draw your attention to the Basketball Champions League app as we enjoy the highlights of the first quarter. Do download it from the App Store. It's completely free. It'll give you all the information you need to know about these two teams and every team in the regular season and qualifiers. Team stats, individual stats, some great podcasts and articles by the FIBA team. Press conferences as well. So it's the only place catch all the live action on livebasketball.tv. It's the fourth season of the Basketball Champions League. Tenerife, AEK Athens and Bologna, or Virtus Bologna, are the three champions. Who is going to take the crown this year? There's some incredibly close groups, including this one. It will all unfold before our eyes, so we concentrate on Teksüt Bandirma versus Rasta Vechta at the moment as we start the second quarter. Screen action at the top. Nice block, great defense by Hatali, and it leads to a 3 for Pruitt, but that all started with Furkan Hatali's smothering defense. Penetrate, kick, good defense again, just closing the gaps. Bandirma. Shots up, Onsel with the hold. In motion. Young going hard to the basket, another block. This time Sengun with the block. They got two great young players who know how to position themselves on the defensive end. Maybe just a bit quick on the pass. The two teenagers are trying to combine there. Can Rasta Vechta make them pay? Not quite. Good rebound again by Bandirma and Sengun. Sengun baseline, comes back, jump hook, but Hatali's right there. Can't quite get it to go, but he will get another offensive rebound. And the ball's loose. Here comes Rasta Vechta. From the top, good ball rotation, high screen by Raffington. Basturia brings it out, high screen again, Raffington. Three-pointer, just a touch flat, and Hatali rips the rebound down for Bandirma. All the way across, wide open. Shots up, just off for Onsel. Young. Looks like an offensive foul here. Tough play again by Alperen Sengun. Raffington might have been using his off arm there to try and create space. That's maybe a tough call, but Sengun was right in his space there, stopping him from getting the shot off. They're going to have another look on the screen. Now that right arm is extended right. Not sure if it's made contact with Sengun's face, but it's right across his left shoulder. The referee's got to decide, was it a natural motion? I think that's a correct foul. I think they were looking to see if, correct call, just looking to see if it was unsportsmanlike, which they've decided against. Now full court pressure by Rasta Vechta. And they get it in and break the press initially, and Kalinowski all the way, Hummer all the way to the basket. 4 points for Hummer. Did a great job, real patience there inbounding the ball. Young off the screen from Raffington, still Young, pulls up, tough shot, no problem for Josh Young as he starts to get into this game, and how Rasta Vechta need him. 5 points for Young. Kalinowski, wide open in the corner is Ian Hummer. Great shot for Hummer, great moments for Bandirma again. Young, left hand is good. Kalinowski with the foul. He goes round. Altali. Kalinowski saying no way, but there certainly was some contact there, and Young just bringing himself to his feet very slowly and gingerly. And he looks okay. Part of playing tough international basketball. Josh Young played in all 11 games for the Basketball Champions League this season. 78.9% from the line. And he knocks down the extra shot for the three-point play. 10-point lead for Bandirma. The press remains for Rasta Vechta. They just about break it. And then Kalinowski dribbles forward and then comes back again. And Vesturi with the foul. He thought that Kalinowski might have used his off arm, but nothing called. Hammer. With Van Onsel. All the way across. Hammer looks at the shot. Now he takes it. And good rebound again by young Altali. He's so active. Shots up just short for three, and again he's there. Altali is just everywhere. He is an excellent player for such a young age, and the crowd are loving his effort. Turkish international, Turkish junior international. They get the ball in to Bandirma, and they knock down the three. Omar Pruitt from downtown. Really slick out of bounds play. Creates the chance for Pruitt, and he takes it. 31-18. 10 offensive rebounds for Bandirma, 0 for Rasta Vechta. And the whistle goes. They're chasing Josh Young at Bandirma all over the floor. Don't want him to get into any sort of rhythm. Jump hook, no good. Murray Murphy going up. Just missing the shot, but Rasta Vechta retain possession on the baseline. One leg, just short for Vesturi, and they get the defensive rebound to Bandirma. Kalinowski. Hammer's available, he goes away. It's Kalinowski. Offensive foul on the screen. Hammer with the foul there. Just moving on that screen. Had his back to the player. He has to come out. Hazar back in. Well, Kalinowski out. Step back three is good for Rasta Vechta and Josh Young. He's up to 10 points. Exactly where Rasta Vechta want them, as we spoke about in the pre-game. Hazar, and the ball is loose, and Rasta Vechta pick it up. Just over halfway through the second quarter. Group B, Basketball Champions League action, regular season. Shots up. No good, rebound. by Pruitt. Pruitt dribbles into a little bit of traffic, shots up from deep and nothing but string for Pruitt again. Timeout, Rasta Vechta. They're down by 13. Excuse me, that was Jamie Smith with the three, the pass by Pruitt. Let's listen in to the coaches. The crowd continue to love their time here. Watching their beloved Bandirma. We're at the Kara Ali Akar Spor Salamu here in Bandirma. And the music is playing, the band is playing. And the team are certainly playing to the right tune at the moment. 13 ahead in a massive game, massive implications. Bandirma at 5 and 6, they're in 6th before the start of the game. Rasta Vechta 6 and 5, their record after 11 games in 4th. That will all change with a Bandirma win, especially as they won in Germany on the earlier game day. Rasta Vechta off the glass, that is a tough shot by Max Delaya. That was wonderful. Hazard back to Jamie Smith. That's Delaya's first 2 points. Smith, Pruitt, handoff. Terry's in the game. Another screen for Hazard. All the way over to the other side for Jamie Smith, just too long. Young. Over to Vesteria. They get the offensive rebound, Rasta Vechta. Young from way downtown. And a big throwdown. No box out by Hummer or Jamie Smith. The three was just short, but look at Raffington with a big throwdown. Justin Raffington throwing it down for Rasta Vechta. And it's a timeout for Bandirma. Off the front of the rim, off the glass, into the hands of Justin Raffington. Let's listen in to Coach Demir. Looking at the stats, they're massive advantage at the moment for Bandirma, and pre-game they got exactly the same amount of rebounds, 35 total, 12 offensive for Rasta Vechta per game, 11 for Teksüt Bandirma, and they're right up to that figure already. Just a couple of offensive rebounds there for Rasta Vechta in the last sequence of play, and look what happens. They get some success and get themselves back in the game. Here in Turkey, Jamie Smith under close attention from the Rasta Vechta defense. Terry jump hook is good for 2. Nice jump hook for Emmanuel Terry. Screen action. Raffington with the screen, dives towards the basket. DeLeo back outside. Josh Young. Back outside to Young. Immediate catch and shoot. An immediate three for Josh Young. He's really heating up here. 8-point lead for Bandirma. Pruitt to Jamie Smith. Hazar, they could do with this. They're just long for Hazar. Hesitation. Wraparound. Raffington inside where he's been doing some really good work, and that continues as he's fouled. Raffington just short. 28-year-old German. He's played the one game for Rasta Vechta. He's just come across to them in the Basketball Champions League. 50% from the line in that, 15 points, 4 rebounds. Hazar comes out, Kalinowski back in. Smith. Pruitt, high screen from Terry. Into the corner, shots up, just off for Hummer for the three in the corner. Ball is out on the sideline. Frustration for Rasta Vechta. Steve Asturia, 24-year-old American. The ball was just outside him. Difficult to catch. 9 turnovers for Bandirma, 6 for Rasta Vechta. And a big-time throwdown. Emmanuel Terry. Beautiful pass, and he thanks the passer, as you always should. Terry up to 10 points. 5 of 6 from 2-point range. Josh Young, high screen, Raffington. And he gets another offensive rebound. Ball's knocked loose. Josh Young thinking of the three. Oh, give and go. Beautiful play for Rasta Vechta. Great bounce pass back to Raffington, and he throws it down. Raffington up to 7 points. It's just long. And we're into the last minute of the second quarter. Ball's into Raffington, back outside. Asturia, high screen, Raffington. He rolls, double team on the ball. Kalinowski playing D there. DeLeo. And turnover against Rasta Vechta. Possession back to Bandirma. Jamie Smith. 7-point lead for Teksüt Bandirma. Emmanuel Terry, high screen, Smith. And he makes the shot. Smith with the make. And that has been counted. He was adjudged to have been in his shooting motion, in his steps. So that's a much-needed basket for Teksüt Bandirma. Smith up to 7 points. 2 assists, 1 rebound. As he goes to the line for the bonus shot, which he cannot make. Inbounds by Bandirma. Jamie Smith. 9-second differential between game and shot clock. All the way across, but that's a dangerous pass by Hummer. Too much time in the air, the ball spent. Vechta, and now here comes Bandirma for three. Just long, they had to pull up, did Hummer. And we've reached half-time here in Bandirma, Turkey. It's Teksüt Bandirma 40, Rasta Vechta 31. It's been a real story of two quarters there. Teksüt Bandirma in complete control for large parts of that half. Rasta Vechta brought it all the way back to 6, and now it's at 9. As we look at the stats, 50% each from 2-point range, 38% from 3, 6 of 16 for Bandirma. That's a good effort. Rebounds 25 to 13, well in favour of Bandirma. Said pre-game they're tied at rebounds, 12 assists to 7. Bandirma do share the ball slightly better than Rasta Vechta coming into this game anyway. Top scorers, Terry with 10, Kalinowski 8, Smith 7, and for Vechta, Rasta Vechta Young with 13, Raffington a good 7, and Vechta 4 points. So we are well matched here. We're finely balanced, just a 9-point lead for Teksüt Bandirma. They are in 6th, and Rasta Vechta are in 4th. Top 4 from this group will go forward to the round of 16 knockout, which is a best of 3 this season. So that will create even more excitement than the 3 previous seasons, which were aggregate. Really interesting to see how that goes in the knockout stages. But it's been a top quality first half. I hope you've enjoyed it. We're going to leave you with the highlights and then the current top 10 plays for the Basketball Champions League so far from game day 11. As we see, Seamus Hayes are carrying on his good work. Team of the week from last week when they beat Ike in Ike, of course. And do download the Champions League app during the halftime break. I'll see you very shortly. Don't go anywhere. We've got a great one here on the go in Bandirma, Turkey.
7 on Jai. Oh, and the putback jam! In the corner. Steps back, makes it full over, nothing but net. Well, that is surely got to be a top 5 player in the Champions League.
Damien English not able to score. They pass ahead. Oh, what a slam by Foster. Big time play. Corbin says, I see ya. Throw down off the alley-oop for Chris Dow. He is starting to really have a positive impact for this team.
Oh, double hand spike. And now in the race is Crawford with the two-handed jam at the other end. Agiel with the big rejection.
Goodness gracious, what a great game he's having.
The success in their own time, just trying to... Oh! The kissing exploded and threw it down.
Dangerous pass. Well, they give up the baseline, and Silas goes in. He gets rejected by Pearl. Pearl defensively tonight has a couple of swats, and that one was right out of the top drawer.
And the lane goes, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Retin over Sohan, went in the lane, and he dunks over the entire Manaba. Pavic on a poster. You gotta love it. Well, Retin over Sohan has put on a show this evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Broke left hand with a crushing dunk all over Hapoel Jerusalem right there. Just out of nothing, he took off and threw it down.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bandirma in Turkey. There's the Vechta game leaders. Young 13 points, Raffington 6 rebounds, really active in that second quarter especially, and Young with 3 assists. So Josh Young, 31-year-old American, second spell with Rasta Vechta. He's been with them since 2017 in this time. It's so important for this team. 13 points, and that's the breakdown. 100% from the line, on a 3 from 2 and 2 of 3 from 3. So doing a little bit of everything for his team. Josh Young, as we said pre-game, has to have a big game. At least 10 plus points. And they likely to win, but he's probably going to need more than that tonight. Terry with 10 points for Bandirma. Al Tally, 6 rebounds. Kalinowski, 3 assists. Just remind you, 17 years old, 2 meters 6, Turkish junior international, surely a Turkish senior international very shortly as well. Him along with Alperen Sengun, I like them so much as players and what they bring to the team. As Terry leads the way in scoring. Terry played for the Miami Heat last season. He's been in Phoenix Suns before that, so he's been in and around the G League and the NBA. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. 23 years old. Averaging 10.8 points a game, 9.6 rebounds, so nearly a double-double per game. 1.8 assists, and clearly likes playing here. Appreciates his teammates. Appreciates when you give him a pass for him to score. And a top player for Bandirma to have in their ranks. So just a few moments to go until we're back underway. And there is Rasta Vechta. They're 9 down at the moment. It was large parts of that game where they all out assaults. Bandirma are in control, but they've just managed to hang on. And they're within striking distance.
Jamie, go, Tyler. Then you go first in the beginning, don't go immediately, tamam mı? Sheamus gel biraz. You play this pitch and roll, they will do show up. Okay, you roll inside, then Sheamus gets the ball. If no pass that time, you can go out. Okay, just biraz patience. And Jamie, after you go like this, Jamie, show yourself to do this side. We can pass the ball side. First roller. Let's go, baby.
Really like the way that Hakan Demir have got this team set up, the way they're playing. Always passing, screening. If the first cutter doesn't get it, second cutter comes straight through. A lot of activity. If there's a ball screen on the ball, obviously there's action away from it. There's always 2 or 3 options out of every situation. So let's listen to Coach Callis. Just looking at who the teams have got. Bandirma have got Anwar Volchevek in Poland next week, and we know how dangerous that team is. Tony Roten leading the way. And then they're at home to Aula Cortez. As for Rasta Vechta, they got a tough run in. They got Ike at home next week, and then the last game day away at San Pablo Burgos. So at the moment, they're playing the 2nd and 3rd team in the group as it stands in the next 2 weeks after this. But at the moment, they've got a problem in Bandirma at the moment. They're 9 down. Hazar all the way to the basket, loses possession, and Rasta Vechta, after some good defense on the penetration by Hazar, can try and eat into this Bandirma lead. And this could lead to a basket. Raffington's right there, and he tips it in again. Just a 7-point lead there. Lots of pressure. They come towards the ball. Hummer gets the inbound. Jamie Smith. 7 points so far in the game. Kalinowski, Smith, they come right out, and then great defense by Vechta, but that leaves Hummer alone. He turns down the long-range shot, goes to the running hook, just short. Emmanuel Terry right there as well, but he couldn't get the rebound, and it's Rasta Vechta ball. They've come out with some real energy here, Rasta Vechta. Asturia. Miscommunication there between De Leo. He moved from the corner. And Trevor Simpson moved from the corner, expecting the baseline pass, and it all went to the corner. So Jamie Smith with the handoff from Hummer. Good defense by Raffington. He comes all the way out and recovers. Handoff back to Hazard. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful play by Bandirma. Faked the handoff. Kalinowski continued to go towards the basket. Foul called on Kalinowski there. Asturia. A lot of pressure by Bandirma there on the defense. Shot clock running down, shots up. And it's just short by De Leo, and Bandirma with a good job all round there on the defensive end. Hummer, Jamie Smith, good defense from Rasta Vechta, but they give it straight back. Good play by Kalinowski. Smith, alley-oop to Emmanuel Terry, and he throws it down. Former G League NBA player, and now just 23 years old with Teksüt Bandirma. Into the corner, long-range shot just short for Rasta Vechta. Bandirma in the white, Bandirma in the dark uniforms if you've just joined us. Kalinowski, Terry, screen by Terry, back across, Kalinowski. Jamie Smith pulls up for three. Great ball movement back and forth, side to side by Bandirma. Murphy. Asturia. Just little drop-off pass to Raffington, and he finishes with the left hand. Pressure on the defense. Jamie Smith to Hummer, to Hazard. Kalinowski inside to Terry. Kalinowski for three is just long, and there's a whistle. There was a push there, it looked like, on Hummer. Philip Herkenhoff in, and Mari Murphy out as the noise from the crowd here in Bandirma gets louder and louder. Kalinowski, long two, just short and over the backboard. Raffington gets the ball to Young. Young going downhill, back to Raffington, but he'd moved. Herkenhoff picks up the pieces. Handoff back to Young. High screen, Raffington. Herkenhoff, he can knock this shot down, and he does. Right on cue, just when Rasta Vechta needed it most. He cuts the deficit to 6. Herkenhoff, 1 of 2 from behind the arc. In the corner now for Bandirma. Hazard just can't get it to go, but Terry, baseline. Really nifty move. Great spin to the baseline. Baseline 3, just short. Ball's loose. Here comes Hazard. 1 against 2. Is he going to carry on? It's blocked. Big time block. Not here. Coach Demir asking, was that goaltending? Michael Kessens into the game for the first time with the mask. Inside, straight away to him. Just can't get it to go. Good pressure by Terry. And ball with Smith. Kalinowski. Kessens coming out, but pass straight back out to the corner by Terry. That was wonderful, and Hummer knocks down the three. Inside to Vechta. Kessens. This time he does get it to go. He's come straight in the game, Michael Kessens. Immediate effect for Rasta Vechta. Hazard. High screen by Terry. He backs off all the way across. Jamie Smith catch and shoot. Just short. Good rebound by Josh Young. Good box out as well by Young. Asturia. Herkenhoff gets it knocked loose from behind. Otherwise, he had an open lane there. And Hummer, there he is. Nice shot fake, and he just managed to tap it loose, did Hummer. Otherwise, Herkenhoff had an open lane for a layup. These are Smith. Smith coming back out. And Omar Pruitt. Inside, and there is a whistle. Hummer. Kessens causing some real problems, just staying inside the key, being a threat close to the basket. Inbound play for Rasta Vechta from the baseline. Travis Simpson, Josh Young. Young with some crossover moves, back to Simpson. Deep three is good, nothing but string for Travis Simpson. Leading scorer for this team. He's up to 6 points. Pruitt, Terry. Terry. Really nice move inside, great footwork, and he just leans in and kisses it softly off the glass for two. Josh Young, it's a lot of Josh Young. Asturia off the glass, no good, but Kessens right there, right place, right time, and he drops the ball over the front of the hoop. 6 point lead for Teksüt Bandirma. High screen coming from Hummer. Onsall, back outside, Pruitt, still going, off the glass, and 2 points is good. Strong move by Omar Pruitt. Inside, straight back outside, beautiful pass, and a really nice three. Well, Travis Simpson, he's knocked 2 threes down, back to back from the top and from the corner. Rasta Vechta 50% from behind the arc this quarter. Smith catch and shoot, just off left, but Terry right in amongst the Rasta Vechta defense. And Travis Simpson and Michael Kessens. Baseline inbounds, they get it in safely. Onsell. Still Onsell, penetrate, kick, all the way back outside, and Terry, right at the hoop. Doesn't need to come back down, just catches and finishes. We're under 2 minutes remaining in the third. 7-point lead for the hosts, Bandirma, here in Turkey. And a wonderful save by Bandirma. It was Hummer, Pruitt, and he just hands it over to Terry. It's Terry time once again as Bandirma go on a run. And they now lead by 9, and it's timeout, Vechta. Pruitt just threw it up, and Terry, perfect catch and finish. Good imagination from the Bandirma front line there. Terry loving it. He loves it in Bandirma, and Bandirma love having Terry in it. Timeout, Rasta Vechta.
We have 3 points to give. Now 2. We have to use them.
Next play, two side flash. Josh Poinga. Two side flash. Philip. Simpson, they're going to play the free throw.
Very animated, Coach Callas there, saying you've got fouls to give, so use them. They can work hard for their points, but that was Emmanuel Terry. That was a nice bit of improvisation. I threw it to Terry there, and he did the rest. A little really nice moment between him and Raffington. He said, did you guys mean that? It doesn't matter. And it's 2 points in the book. Just over a minute remaining now in the third. Back to Simpson, who's hit 2 big threes. Now he goes off the dribble, and Terry with a big swat just throws it back in Simpson's face. Can they get the 3? Just show. Oh my goodness! Emmanuel Terry is taking this game over. That's awesome. Wow, what a throw down with one hand. Just spiked it through the hoop. Can Vechta, Rasta Vechta respond? Young is way outside. No problem, totally calm and cool and collective. Josh Young, wow. 6-second differential, game and shot clock. Sengun up and under moves, just can't get it to go. Really good job by Raffington. Double-double for Terry already. That's what he averages, just under. And another block. What are they going to call? Travis Simpson just going strong at the hoop. Across came Pruitt. Was he stationary? Had he got there, were both feet outside the charge circle. Just cleaning up the moisture, and what a few minutes we've witnessed here. Big time block by Terry, and then the throwdown with authority, one-handed by Terry at the other end immediately after. Next play. Simpson misses the first free throw. It's his first one of the night. He's on 9 points, 1 rebound. He's on 3 fouls. And he knocks down the second. Just taking him out, Coach Callis. Doesn't want him to pick up his 4th. So time running down, shots up, and just missed by Onshell. He got the ball down the floor as quick as he could. Just couldn't get it to go, but what a third quarter. And we are set up perfectly for the 4th here in Bandirma, Turkey. It's Teksüt Bandirma 59, Rasta Vechta 52 after 3 quarters. Here's the game statistics. 55% to 50 for a 2-point range for Bandirma. 35%, 7 of 20 from behind the arc. So we see some of the highlights. (35 to 21 rebounds in favour of Bandirma. And pre-game they were tied on the same amount of rebounds. So we look at these highlights, and Michael Essence came in and did a really nice job. So Bandirma in 3 quarters are up to the same amount of rebounds they normally get in the whole game, so doing a good job there. And there was Pruitt doing a really nice job. But then that was the build-up to the throwdown. And the 3 from Simpson, who'd already hit a 3 from the top. And Terry's just taken over offensively and defensively right there, because look what happens next after this block. Shots up, and Terry, totally unguarded, just throws it down with a tomahawk. He's come from the 3-point line. No one's boxed him out, and that's what happens when you let Emmanuel Terry take control on the offensive end. 7-point lead for Teksüt Bandirma. Huge game here in Group B of the Basketball Champions League. Good defense initially, and I think by Terry's reaction, it's an offensive foul on Murphy, and wonderful defense. Great job by Bandirma there. And Alperen Sengun, so many good things are said about this player and how Tally, and they're being given a chance to play. And as soon as I say that, you can't quite get a full handle on that bullet pass underneath. Just needed to step one more half step, and he may have had that for the reverse. That's, as a young player, you're going to do great things, and then you'll make mistakes along the way as well. Shots up, and shot is good. Josh Young. Great shooting from him. Onshel. Sengun to Pruitt. Terry backs off all the way across to Onshel. He goes baseline. Reverse layup, no good. Good defense by Herkenhoff. And Young just finishes with his left hand. Excuse me, that was Murphy. That was Young, that's correct. Josh Young just taking it to the rack this time. He's hit threes, he can go strong to the hoop. It's timeout called by Teksüt Bandirma. He's up to 21 points now. 5 assists, 2 rebounds. Let's listen to the coaches. This time frustration for Coach Hack here. Akindemir. It's 5-0 start to this 4th quarter. Well, Rasta Vechta, and it's a 2-point lead now for Teksüt Bandirma. They're currently in 6th out of the top 4. Rasta Vechta are in 4th, currently occupying that final spot of the 4 spots that take you to the round of 16 knockout. Kalinowski. With Van Onsel. Kalinowski, high screen from Terry. Kalinowski all the way, can't get it to go. And Rasta Vechta doing a good job. Ball ends up with Herkenhoff. And for the first time tonight, Rasta Vechta can take the lead. Young off the screen, throws it up. Kamari Murphy was ready to throw it down. He was fouled before he could attempt the alley-oop as Omar Pruitt came flying in. So Kamari Murphy. This is 7.1% from the line coming into this game. And he misses his first. Averaging 6.2 points a game, Murphy. And he misses the second, and Terry rips down the rebound. Onshell. Pruitt back to Onshell. Again, penetrate kick. Excellent patience by Bandirma. And Ivan Onshell knocks down the massive three, just to give Bandirma some breathing space. Young to Herkenhoff. Simpson back to Young for three. He misses one. Seems a while since he's missed a shot. Kalinowski. Screen by Terry. Terry on the baseline. Nice bounce pass to Hummer. And he just misses. Good ball movement and then player movement as well off the ball by Hummer. And Hummer played in all 11 games, 9.2 points a game up to tonight. 69% from the line, and he's just missed that one. Every point, every shot is crucial. Remember, Bandirma have the head-to-head. They won in Germany against Rasta Vechta. Murphy. Asturi with the running hook, no good, good defense by Teksüt Bandirma and Onshell. Onshell goes down the middle, catch and shoot Pruitt. He didn't quite get hold of the ball cleanly with the first attempt. Rasta Vechta pushing the ball ahead, inside. Back outside, catch and shoot is really perfect for Simpson. Knocks it down. 3-point lead for Bandirma. 13 points for Trevor Simpson. Hummer trying to get it inside against Herkenhoff. He spins, and there's a foul called on the floor. Just spun back, and Herkenhoff and Simpson were there. So sideline possession for Bandirma. They get the ball into Hummer. To Kalinowski. Terry comes up high. Now he gets used for the screen. Attack by Onsell. Smith all alone in the corner. Knocks down the three. He makes no mistake. Massive shot for Teksüt Bandirma in a huge game. Catch and shoot just off for Simpson. Unseld, Hummer, Smith. Herkenhoff comes out and he can't get back. Herkenhoff came all the way out, but he couldn't get back, and Hummer makes Rasta Vechta pay. That's a wonderful one-handed pass from Kalinowski, and Jamie Smith appreciated that as well. And that forces a timeout for Rasta Vechta as Bandirma surge slightly to take the 8-point advantage. So we're back in Bandirma. Hope you're enjoying the action here on livebasketball.tv. Steve Asturia. And great pressure on the double team. Smith with possession. And they'd leave him alone, so he knocks down the three. He backed off him, stopping the penetration, and he made a really smart move. The former Sassari player, being the most Sassari. And Josh Young gets it back. That's really good play by Rasta Vechta. Young refused the handoff, then got the bounce pass and immediately gave it to Raffington, who was heading towards the bucket. But strong defense, even though it's a foul against Kalinowski, stopping the 2-point play. Raffington came across from Midi Beirut. This season, so a big acquisition for Rasta Vechta. And he's really had a positive effect for his team tonight. Smith, 9-point lead for Teksüt Bandirma. Smith. Oh, nice play. Inside, Hummel gets his own miss. Smith, patience, great pass inside, and this is really good play by Teksüt Bandirma, just when they need it. They don't want to rush. Young has to kick it back out. Herkenhoff, Asturia, and it goes right over the top of young Philipp Herkenhoff, 20-year-old German. Smith, short jump shot off the back rim, and Rasta Vechta with Travis Simpson with the rebound. Simpson To Vechta, left-hand dribble, still Vechta. Good defence by Bandirma. Simpson, crossover, pulls up for two, no good. Here comes Emmanuel Terry. Just sprints into the front court, hands to Smith. Hummer. Shots up Kalinowski, was open. He was wide open and he knocks down the three. And Rasta Vechta a couple of times have missed their defensive assignments with Smith and then Kalinowski. And they've been made to pay. Kalinowski, 11 points. 43% from behind the arc. Nice give and go. Really nice play by Rasta Vechta, and Herkenhoff with the finish. Kalinowski inside, Terry outside, Smith. High screen, Hummer all the way back across, deep three, just short. And Rasta Vechta 12 down, and there's a whistle. And with fouls to give. And Jamie Smith just didn't want Josh Young to start going downhill. Josh Young asking for the unsportsmanlike, but not going to be given. High screen, Raffington all the way across, deep three, just out, and Kalinowski cleans up the rebounds. Ticking down to just 2 minutes remaining here in Bandirma, Turkey, and the spin dribble is stopped by Trevor Simpson. Oh, inside, Terry with another throw down. Beautiful alley-oop pass by Hummer as well. And Bandirma nearly broken Vechta. A good defense. That pass wasn't getting through. Crowd of three Bandirma defensive players right there. 14-point advantage for Teksüt Bandirma. Smith, penetrate, kick, standalone three is good for Teksüt Bandirma and Kalinowski. Biggest lead of the night for Teksüt Bandirma. Herkenhoff goes to the hoop, penetrate, kicks the other side. No good for Vechta, and players hitting the deck hard. Raffington. And Herkenhoff. But just a quick players over the top as Terry just drifted to the hoop. Dragged all the defense up high. And Terry just darted to the basket for the throwdown. Atakan Erdek coming on, and Yilmaz. And Jan Furkan Hautali, who had some good minutes in the first half. Just under 90 seconds remaining. Simpson. Still Simpson. He's going to pull up for two, and he makes it. Just missed the two, and an offensive rebound there by Vechta. Good play by Steve Vechta, and Bandirma. We're going to try and run some clock here. Nice high-low pass all the way back outside. Erdek, left-hand dribble. And Hautali was fouled by Raffington, and Teksüt Bandirma are almost there for a massive win. Which will get them to 6-6 if they can pull this off. Now tally. 17 years old. Playing big minutes during the Basketball Champions League season for Bandirma. Raffington, hand off to Vasturi. They're still probing away. Rasta Vechta, catch and shoot. And there's a foul on Young. Should go to the line for 3 shots. Yeah. Foul on Atakan Erdek. And Young knocking down the free throws. Strong and resilient Teksüt Bandirma team. And it was too much for them tonight as they fall to 6-6. Rasta Vechta and Teksüt Bandirma go to 6-6. As we see some of the highlights, there's plenty of them for Teksüt Bandirma. That was early on as well by Amari Murphy. Josh Young with a massive game tonight. For Rasta Vechta, but just not enough. 23 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 steals. Teksüt Bandirma, they had got quite a bit away. They had control of the game. Then Rasta Vechta had the chance to take the lead. They got it all the way back to 2. And then Teksüt Bandirma got it back together. And this was the play of the day, the block. And then off the missed shot, he just kept going, Terry, and then threw it down one-handed. That was from a long way out. That was a real highlight play. And he had more. Nice extra pass into the corner for Jamie Smith there. And then just when the game was still there, they backed off Jamie Smith. And then Kalinowski from way downtown knocked a massive 3 down. And then the throw down, alley-oop from Hummer to Emmanuel Terry. Beautiful play from Teksüt Bandirma, who are victorious tonight in Turkey. They've got the double over Rasta Vechta. And here's how Group B looks after that game. Rasta Vechta in 4th, Teksüt Bandirma up to 2nd, but it's the only game that's been played so far in Group B tonight. So other games to be played, implications with all games for teams trying to get into the round of 16 knockout. But I hope you've enjoyed the action here in Bandirma. They're victorious, they march on. Who's going to make the top 4 in this group? You'll find out on livebasketball.tv. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It's Graham Hiscox signing off. Good night.